Next is creating a new part. Alright, I'm going to use this, and I'd like to have someone up here who wants to, let's say, one example is becoming assertive. Alright? Select one identified, identify a desired behavior, response or emotion, for example, assertiveness, where you want to, assert yourself more. I'm just giving you one example. You could be responding to conflicts positively or handle rejection resourcefully. So I'll run through this pattern exactly, and then we'll do the exercise, error, and do the exercise. Is there anyone who wants to? Someone has not come before, usually. Okay, we want someone that's with real stuff where you want to assert yourself. Let's, for example, in this case, let's pick assertiveness. Where you're not you want to assert yourself, but you're not able to assert yourself.
Not able to assert.
Where you lack assertiveness. The reason you lack the assertiveness is probably because there is no part of you. When we say part, we're just using a metaphor. Okay, we're using a metaphor of the mind that is called the meta level trait that's supposed to produce those behavior. It's not there. So we're trying to produce the behavior called assertiveness. Anyone? I already have people who usually come here, so I don't. You've come up here once before,
yes,
right? So all of you are assertive, right? So all of you are assertive and you don't need this training. If you're not volunteering, I can just explain it and you'll have to do it on yourself.
No. Better, maybe I will come.
I'm ready to come.
Usually I don't want people with colors.
I'm ready to do that.
Do you have any problem with assertiveness or not?
First,
where?
Let me ask a question. What is assertiveness?
Friends. Just give me an example where, just describe to me about the situation.
It happened to me, that's something I'm against with my family member at home, that I used to share it with my friends and all. Sometimes when my parents know about that, they make me feel bad.
So where do you want to say, assert yourself? Where? To your families?
Yes.
You want to be more assertive towards your family members and to tell them straight in their face, right? And if it is to say, I don't like it, you will say, I don't like it. Or you're telling, you want to say, I feel like this, I think like this. That's what you want to say to your family members. Right now you're not able to do that. Right? Is that true? Or, because I need to know that.
If you are asking like this, nothing will do that.
I need to know if the person is qualified to come up here, because otherwise it's no use. You want to assert yourself, right?
Yes.
What is the meaning of assertiveness?
You know the word assertiveness, right? Where you can say no, where you mean when you want to say no, when you want to say no. For example, if parents say do this, or if your parents do something that you dislike, or your family member do something you dislike, you say, I don't like what you're doing. That kind of, assertiveness we're talking about. Okay.
If you say anything for me that is against my
Okay. Fine. All right. Jack, share. All right, everyone look at your manual. The manual will be exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, now what we're trying to do here is to help you access those or create new frames inside your mind that can help you to produce those desired behavior. In this context, assertiveness, where you want to say no, you say no. Where you want to say, you say, I feel this is wrong, and say it in front of them, without fighting with them, without really, but just saying it in a very calm, composed way, and saying your feelings and expressing your opinions, which means you have your rights to say no to things which you don't like. All right, fine. Didi, do you want this new behavior for assertiveness? Where you can say no when desired, where you can express your feelings. Do you really want this? Will this make your life more better if you have this? Good. Alright. In that case, I want you to go back to your past or memories, alright? And I want you to access some events in the past where it involves bits and pieces, if not a very strong one, bits and pieces of a time when you have been able to assert yourself. Okay? I want you to go there. Do you know a certain event in your life where you were able to say no, or where you were able to express your opinion, even though it was an elderly person or whether it was someone you respected, but you were able to express your opinion? Do you have any reference point in your past? Alright, that's good. Stay with that. Okay? Now, how old were you when you experienced that? Where you felt so assertive. When I say assertive, you feel, you're powerful, resourceful, and you're able to, express your opinions the way you want, without hiding any meanings behind. You just say what you think is there in your mind and being able to express that. What age would that be when you experienced that? How old were you? How old were you when you experienced that place where you were able to say and express your opinion and say, I feel this, or you're not doing this right, or I don't like what you're doing, I don't like what you're saying, I don't like the way you behave. You are accessing that experience. Alright? So have you identified one particular event in your life where you did all those things? I'm assuming that you have identified that place. So I need to know how old were you when you experienced that emotion of being able to assert yourself, and tell others exactly what you feel. How old were you? Tell me your age.
20.
20?
something like 24 or 24, something like that.
You were able to express that, right? Now, for the purpose of this exercise, sometimes you guys, you may, for this purpose of exercise, is it okay for you to share the things with others, or is it something you don't want to share?
It's okay.
Now, we're just doing this. We don't need to know the content, but
In my heart, that how comes that I replied back to mom and all said you stay there. Then I asked them, if you want to stay, you by yourself will come and stay in that hostel.
okay, that's
Then,
good.
yeah, and then after that, I feel to myself, why I have said like this to my parents and all, maybe they may feel sad and all. So I have no one to share. After some time, after some years and all, I made friends, and also I share with friends. And share with my friends about what happened to me.
So there was one time when you were able to say to your parents, I don't want to go to this religious conference, and why are you forcing me? If you want to stay, you go and stay. Right? That's what you did, right?
Yes.
That's very good. Alright, that's very good. That's exactly what I wanted to access. Alright? Now I want you to go back into that experience of the time when they were forcing you. Okay? And they were saying you have to go to the religious conference and then you have to do, and they did it out of their own understanding. So, but then for you it was not compatible with what you have in your family. You didn't want to go there, right? And you were able to assert yourself and say to your parents no, right? So now I want you to go back into the experience fully. Imagine what you said to your parents. Imagine what you saw or what you heard from them, and then hear your voice, hear yourself or see yourself saying those words, saying, if you want to stay, you go and stay there, right? So if I were to test how much assertive you are from a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you assertive? When you said no, how much out of 1 to 10, how strong were you in your assertiveness? 7? Alright. Now I want you to double it up right now. I want you to crank it up. I'm gonna while anchor it on your hand, alright, these resources. So tell me and give me a nod when it is more than 8. Alright? Nod your head once you reach the level of intensity of saying no, and if you want to stay, you stay. If it is more than 8, you let me know. Once it reaches 8, you nod your head and tell me that you have reached that. Alright? Alright, stay with that. See, stay with that. Hear yourself. Alright. Stay with that. Now, I want you to slowly open your eyes again. How's it going? Just imagining. There were a lot of emotions, right, when you said no. If you want to stay, you stay. Right? That's what you said, right? And you have a very strong sense of able to say no, right? That time. You're able to tell your parents, right? That's good. That's what we're accessing at this stage. Next, we can do this or we can even skip, but for the sake of the exercise, we'll do it. Alright? Now, let's just play with the mind. The mind is so beautiful, alright? We just want to imagine, we can fantasize, we can do a lot of things. We can imagine ourselves like princess, we can imagine yourself like, you can do a lot of imagination. You can feel like you're an actress and imagine that. There's nothing wrong. Our mind can do a lot of those things. So we're gonna go on a fantasy trip, right? When I say fantasy trip, you will fantasize, alright? So right now, I want you to use your imagination, alright? Create a detailed set of images of yourself engaging in this new behavior, where you're able to say no, where you're able to say, express your feelings, alright? Create a visual and auditory movie of it so that you can observe the whole sequence. Just imagine. It doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to be, you know, just somewhere. Let's say, imagine something that is not even happening. Let's say you are in Bangkok, right? You just got down from the airplane and you went to the cab, and the cab driver is trying to charge you extra money or whatever it is, and you are able to say, no, the meter says this. Play it out there, fantasize. Fantasize the movie where you are able to say to the cab driver, the meter says it is 100 baht. Alright? 100 baht. I will not give you 150, I will give you 100. Imagine yourself, you know, with this experience where you were able to say to your parents, you know, if you want to stay, you will stay. With the same posture, with the same gesture, look at the cab driver, alright, imagine it and say, no, it's only 100, how should I pay 150? The same feeling you do that, play it out in the movie of your mind. Alright, now you can slowly open your eyes, alright, whenever you're ready. Tell me, how did you feel when you feel like you were getting down at Bangkok, you took a cab, the cab driver is charging you extra money, and then the same feeling that you had with your mother is saying now to you?
I'm seeing that when I give to him money, like he asked me, you give me 150. I said no, not 150. Then I will give you only 100. Then the driver, he looked at me, and then I look at him, and then after that, like how to say, I feel for him also.
Okay.
Let's do 125.
You start negotiating. Good. All right. Not bad actually. That's still.
But she still gives down 150 to 20.
So do you see the changes in the face of the driver when you imagine it is like you saw the driver agreeing to it? All right. Good. That's very nice. This is what we just did. Okay. Now I want to check. We just did a fantasy creation, but when you were actually in that position when you said no to your mother or your family members, they were sending you and you said no, I don't want to go. If you want to go, you go. That moment, what was the belief that you have inside you? What was the belief? Why you should not go? What was the belief that support where you were able to say no to your parents? You can describe that.
I have the spirit to say no. Since I have experience, like to be there, I'm not free.
Okay, not free.
Yeah,
hold
not
on.
free.
Just hold on. So which means you will lose freedom.
Freedom is compromised.
Right? So freedom will be compromised, or freedom is to her meaning at the meta level, meaning will be taken away. Right? Freedom, which means somebody is taking away freedom. That's why, no, I don't want to go there. Because it's like taking away freedom. What else did you feel? The belief. What were you believing when you said no and I don't want to go there? Apart from, freedom being taken away, what else was there that made you not to go there, not wanting to go there, or saying no to your parents?
I can't tolerance with the partiality. Partiality.
Partial.
Yeah.
Who?
Like my experience, I'm doing partial to the other, like how to say. Partiality means like if I say anything, she will. If in good thing also, she will listen to me. But to the one she like most, she will listen. Like it happened to my case, like my experience or
partiality.
So you felt that your parents were partial with you.
No, the superior. When I'm going.
Okay, superior.
Yeah, I can say no to my
superior.
parents since I stayed there with the superior and all, doing partiality, not equally.
Okay,
They
the
treat us
superior,
equally.
the superior actually being.
She was partial.
Being partial. So that was another reason. Okay, another belief and frame that was holding her.
From getting into the convent.
All right.
One is freedom, another is being biased.
Being biased. Which means you're not getting, in other words, no, superior. It's like, let's say
the mistress,
warden.
mistress.
Okay, she will be biased, she thought.
No.
She felt, but probably she already experienced it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm experienced.
She already experienced it.
That's
You have
superior.
experienced that?
Yeah.
Experience.
She experienced biasness already, so she wasn't willing to go back.
Okay.
And that's one reason why she was able to again go back to her parents and say, no, I'm not going there. Right? So just write them down. One was freedom, the second was biasness. Partiality. Right? Now, apart from these two, was there any other reason at the belief level why you didn't want to go in and you were saying no to your parents? Anything else? Just think about it. Okay, so it comes back to freedom, right?
Freedom, since I'm there, I mean, I cannot have no of my parents, and I have to be there, I mean.
Yeah, it's like restricted.
Yeah, restricted like that, so I'm not
Do this, do that.
Good. So freedom is important to you, right? Freedom is important to you, and equality is important to you. The people treating you in a very fair manner is important to you, right?
And in one way also, I remember that for the future, maybe I cannot reach to the last stage.
Okay. So you have certain doubts and insecurity that you will not be able to
Reach the goal.
reach your goal.
Yeah.
What was
like,
the goal?
The goal means like giving you my real example, like because I'm joining there in the hostel and all to become a religious like a nun. Maybe because if I'm staying there in a convent and all, so that I am able myself to say no to my parents since I've experienced the superior, the one who look after me are doing partially, and then and I'm not free. Anything that I'm doing also they just say you don't do this, you don't do that.
Okay.
If I want to play, they said don't play.
Okay,
If I want to study, they said stop study now. Now we'll do it and I'll walk.
So
yeah, restricted.
Which is again freedom. Basically, restriction is there, and she also feels that many of her desires or many of her goals or outcome that she wants to express her humanity or individuality is not met there.
Her final, her goal in life
goal.
and the mission
Yeah,
of the
my goal in life is
not
to
congruent at all.
So you can write that down. What's the third one? Goal not being met, right?
Restriction.
Suppression can be
Goals. Goals. So which means meeting your goals is very important to you, right? And freedom is important to you. And people treating you very fairly, without biasness is very important to you, right? What does this give you when you have freedom, when you have fair treatment, when you have, when you're able, when there's no restriction, when there's no restriction to make your dreams come true and all that? What does it give you when you feel like that?
For me, if I'm free, that I get freedom and that I can express myself. I can do better.
You can do better. You can perform. Will you be happy also?
Yeah, I'll be happy also.
You'll be happy also. So at the higher meta level, if you find there is also happiness, which is the actual things which you want to have, which is not met because of all these reasons. All right. And what else interfered, or what else was there? Why you said no to your parents when it comes to you as a person, like a human being, as a woman, as a nun, or whatever it is your identity at the moment? Did it affect when you were able to say no to your parents? I don't want to go there. So was there any part of you at your identity level that was saying no? Was that the nun inside you? Was that the spirituality inside you? Was that the child inside you? Was it the woman inside you? Or what exactly? What else was there?
Comes to my mind. At the time I said no to my parents, and my parents want me to be there, okay? But actually, my real me is that if I'm not there, so I can do better when I'm freedom. If I get freedom, I can do better.
Which means the real me believes in potential that even if I'm not inside the convent, I can still become and be good person.
Yeah.
At an identity level, you still believe that you're a good person, right? You don't have to go inside the convent to be a good person. So those are the belief frames that made her to say no.
If the mission of the convent is to serve people, she can do that without being there.
Yeah.
can
because
still
of
do
that,
outside.
yeah, being in a corporate office serving people.
You can still serve people.
Yeah, I can
Just
serve
in a better
people.
way.
Yeah.
Uniquely this time our voice was louder than everything else. It was louder than before.
It's good because we are beginning to see the real thing. The frames, once you access the frame, people begin to express them automatically. That's because those frames governs those assertiveness. So she's already in that state. So what else at the decision level when you were saying no to your parents? You know, what made you decide and say no? I don't want to go inside. What made you to just decide and say no? Apart from this, you know, is there anything else in your mind that made you to say no when you decided? What made you to actually decide and say no? If you want to go, you go. Was it your identity? Was it your belief? What made you decide that? Take time, just think about it. It could be the same thing, alright? What you just mentioned earlier, it could also be that. But also just see if there are any other thing that made you to actually decide, stand up for your rights and say no. Freedom, equality, fair treatment.
One thing, so if I stay there, I can't say to my parents, I said no, because if I'm going to stay there, I will not have any freedom. They will, yeah, I will, the whole of my life, I will be like that. I will not have freedom.
Okay, another thing is, I will not grow, something like that. You will not grow, right?
Yeah, I will not grow.
There won't be any personal growth.
Because before we do anything also, it's like I feel to myself like I give from my heart the thing that I did. But for them, just for them that you don't do it nicely, you just do for the sake of doing only.
Okay, so there's also a judgment, and that what they have done or what she does there inside the convent is not good enough for them. Being treated as not being good enough.
And misjudging also whether
the performance is not good enough. Whatever they do is not good enough, and when they judge, is bias, basically misjudge biasness. Alright, very good. You have done so good so far. Excellent. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to just go to the next fourth step, and we're going to see if this new thing that you want to be assertive, alright, is there any part of you that object to this new behavior of being able to, you know, stand up for your right when you want to actually do it? You have freedom, alright? So are all the facets of your mind, body aligned with this? Do you really want this? Is there any objection there inside your mind saying, no, you shouldn't be assertive? Or is it okay with you to permit yourself, allow yourself to be assertive? Is it okay with your mind? Is it okay with your body to be, you know, able to do it when required? When you want to assert yourself, you can be able to say no to someone, objection. You are okay with it, right? That's good. Now there are no objection, which means she's ready to really go into the experience. Alright. So what we do is now, I want you to step into this movie where you're able to say no. Alright? And I want you to start accessing this state. I want you to access the state of freedom, and I'm going to fire all of them, okay? The moment you had what you had in your parents, this is what you had with your parents, if you were able to do. Right? Now I want you to add upon that, I want you to add your sense of freedom, alright? Where someone is coming, yeah, someone comes and tries to take away your freedom, but you say, I will fight for my freedom, alright? And I will also Do not take any tolerance to people not giving out, people being biased with me. I will not take it down. If someone treats me biasly, I will stand up for it. Yeah? And then if there's anything that is telling me or restricting me from my personal growth and telling me my performance is not good enough, I will stand up for my rights. And I will tell them exactly how I feel. Alright? And with this, I want you to fully feel this. Alright? I want you to imagine a situation where you want this. What do you want this? Imagine yourself in a difficult situation right now, where you are afraid to assert yourself. Take this with you. Take this with you. Your sense of what you felt when you said to your mother. Same thing. You look at the new movie where you want to say it. With the sense of your freedom being guarded, the sense of being able to, have a sense of equality. You deserve equality. You deserve fair treatment. You deserve to grow and not to be judged. With this, I want you to help you to see this through these eyes into the new situation, challenging situation. Continue there, stay there. And notice how it changes the way the people look at you and treat you now. Now, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes again. I want to test this, alright? Now, did you imagine a difficult situation? Yes. And with all this feeling of, that you deserve to be treated fairly, you deserve to be growing, you deserve not to be judged by someone. And when you face the new situation or person, what happens? Were you able to have more strength to say no or be assertive? Do you find yourself? Okay. Now, how did you feel inside when you saw that person? Is there some particular person you want to say like that in your mind? Is there some situation where you would like to say to your family members or to anyone? I don't know. You want to say like that?
I want to say to my superior.
Okay. Now.
To the one who is treating me like that. I want to say to that person. Good. Now, I want you to. Okay. I'm going to go back and fire this again. Okay. Now get back with all these things inside. You deserve to be treated with fairness. You deserve to have personal growth in your life. All right. You deserve to be equal with everyone else. Deserve not to be judged for your performance, and that your freedom will always stay safe with you. That nobody in this world has the right to take away the freedom. With that point of mind, I want you to imagine that situation where you stand in front of your superior and look in her in the eyes and say this. You cannot take away me. And say, I feel this, what you did is wrong. And I feel this, what you're doing is wrong. I want to do this. Can we talk about this? I want you to imagine yourself there. Fully amplify this. I want you to double this experience. Alright? I want you to feel like you're the strongest woman on earth with all these resources of your freedom. You're fighting for your freedom right now and saying no. You're fighting for your growth and saying no. You're fighting for your right to be treated equally. Now, with those resources, I want you to look at the superior and be able to say, I feel this. What you're doing is wrong. How does it feel when you have these resources with you? And you look at the superior. Play it out. Imagine yourself hearing her saying something to her, and her voice changing, her tone changing, and then seeing yourself for the first time speaking out. Play it out the way you want it.
whenever you're ready, we can come back again to the present. Alright. When you felt that you have to fight for your personal growth, when you have to fight for your freedom, and all this being treated with fairness, how did it feel when you imagined your superior standing in front of you when you speak? Were you able to speak to her, or was there still any hesitation inside of you?
I can go fast only. I go near her like shaking hands with her. I said, no, the way you have treated me is not the way, it's not in the right way.
Okay.
Because I give her example. Like I'm like a small flower only begin to grow, and then if you snatch this one, then it will not grow its nice way. And then I saw my superior embrace me and got me from here.
Okay. That's good. That's good. You are actually also fantasizing and creating your fantasy. At the same time, with all these resources, you were able to fantasize yourself there. How was it? You feel comfortable imagining that and playing it out, even in the real life, if you were to see that? Do you feel it's okay, and even if it is there and she tells you that, no, you did this is wrong, and you can say, no, superior, no, this is what I want to do. I want to play because it will keep me healthy. I want to do this because it is this. So you are able to speak it out. So do you feel more aligned with this fully?
Yes, I feel comfortable only going in and seeing the place, and also where I stayed before and all. So I could see the and her face and also, so I'm going straight only.
Okay.
Because from my experience, so where the place, I should go the door or the room, and also I know, so I go fast only.
Okay.
Then I open the door and I ask permission, can I come in or something like that.
Okay.
And shake hand with her.
Okay. So that's okay. That's quite impressive. That's quite excellent, because now, were you able to do this before, like being able to go there and tell her like this?
No, in the TV4, no.
Okay.
When I see her, if there is 2 roads, I will try to cross.
All right, that's a good sign. It's like, because I want to test it, because normally before they see, normally you tend to run or hide yourself from that person. But now, when you look and imagine yourself, that you're able to feel that you have to straight to go and talk to the person nicely and do that. And this is a test to know that whether she has actually got it inside. All right. So this is a very good. Now, is there anything else that you need in your mind, in your belief, that will make you more resourceful there when you go and meet her? Do you need anything else? Do you need to have more confidence? Do you need more love, compassion? What is it that you need more apart from this? Is there anything else you need so that you will be able to face it? Apart from this, is there anything else you need?
I need to be confident only.
Oh, okay, confident. So, when was the last time you felt confident? Very confident. When was the last time you were confident? Usually you are confident before people and all, and your friends and all that. When was the last time you felt confident? You'll tell them in the face, you're not doing this right. You're confident. You're confident in your skill, alright? The way you talk, you're so confident. When was the last time you were confident?
My last confidence means when my director asked me, you come and join this NLP course. And I didn't know anything about this. I have no idea about this. I am only a support teacher in the remote place and all. So I said, yes, I'll be coming. That means I can say to myself that I'm confident enough to face this course.
Okay, that's a very good example you selected, because you said yes to something you were not even seen yet, experienced yet, but the confidence inside you was exactly what we want for us, because this is the confidence which is not played out yet. It's something it's not yet there, alright? And we want this confidence. So I want you to go inside right now, again, okay? We'll fire off at the same place and I'll anchor it, alright? Just feel that confidence when you heard someone informing you that you're going to attend for the NLP, alright? And then you felt confidence. How much of confidence do you feel from 1 to 10 when you heard that NLP training you're going to attend and you say, yes, I will. How much confidence do you feel?
5.
Okay, what do you need to crank it up? Can you just crank it up double? Can you make it go up where you feel more confident? Confident that when you go to this NLP training, you will be able to learn. Even though you don't know anything about it, you're confident, right? Now, just imagine what you saw, what you heard that time, what you felt inside, what you spoke to yourself inside, what you were saying to yourself. Usually we do self-talk. Really, yes, you can do it. Yeah. So what do you need to crank it up? To make it double the confidence? Do you maybe have to hear some words? Do you need to imagine something to make it more confident? What else do you need? How much is it right now? Confidence? 7? Alright. Now I want you to put your body in such a way that you feel confident. Right? Now imagine yourself there, hearing what you heard, alright? Seeing pictures and talking to yourself, whatever it is that made you confident. Now I want you to double that confidence right now. And just let me know when it's more than an 8. Just nod your head once it reaches 8 and above.
So let us go and have a cup of tea.
Okay. That's better. Wow, that's much confidence to ask your superior. You know, it's like asking a student going and asking a principal, let's go for a cup of tea. That's good.
Then now,
Yeah.
then now when I will, from tomorrow, maybe on 31st or on 1st or 2nd April, I'll be going to meet her.
Okay. Alright. Awesome. Do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want to take this with you back when you go back to Meghalaya?
Yes, I want to take this. I want to go and face my spirit. I want to talk. I want to
Alright.
have a cup of tea with her.
Alright. Alright.
Anything
So-
can happen over a cup of tea.
I'm supposed to give her also no problem. I'll buy something instead. I will give to her.
Yeah, it's good. Good. Take
I'll buy
up.
something from here. That, yeah, this thing I will give you. I bought from
Good step.
this. I have bought this from Bangalore.
Yes.
So I'm going to give her. I don't want
Alright.
anything. It's okay. It's okay.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we go for Thank you. That's good. I love that. Now you could see if you were calibrating, you would see the changes in our face. You would see as if this was real in the sense of this is definitely going there and doing it now. This is awesome. Now the reason I did it a little longer was because if it was a real coaching, I would have done it like that. I would play around and extend to find out there were additional resources you would need. I felt that going there and doing that was okay, but I felt she needed to be more confident. That's when I asked, is there any other resources you would need? There was something which was not there in the script, but I asked because I felt it was not strong enough yet. So I was calibrating, remember? Calibration is so important because I felt that when she went into the superior's room, even though she was there, the confidence was not there. So the next time I asked her to get into confidence. This time you could see all the confidence changing and even the steps she wants to take. So this is a very powerful pattern, especially for people with confidence, assertiveness issue. You can do this pattern.
This time when you did the answer, it was twice, 2 times, right? I mean, the first time also, the first you...
The same principle.
Yeah, and it was, both the times it was twice. Before and after, wasn't it? I mean, because I saw you in the final, at the stage 5, when you did the anchor, you did it twice there.
Okay.
And the beginning also twice, as in 8 seconds or 5 seconds.
It was quite long. It was not 8. It was for a minute or more than a minute.
No. When I actually fired, I actually let it stay there.
Yeah, it was
I let it stay
quite
there.
long.
The reason I made it stay there was to actually make her to actually not. If I leave it, probably the anchor would diminish. That's the reason why I let her to actually fire off the anchor. See, we're not anchoring here.
It was firing.
I was firing the anchor.
Firing.
When it was longer, it was firing. When it was shorter, it was anchoring. So when I was firing, I let her to play the whole movie in her mind. And as long as he was playing it, I held it there. And as soon as I felt that it was ready for us, I would remove it. That was
Okay, firing of
Great
anger.
in that.
That is what I wanted to ask because it was very long. It was more than a minute, not less than that.
Yeah, because the whole movie was being played out and I was calibrating with her mind to see if the countenance was changing. I could see that it was changing. And once I realized that she has had a good picture, I released the file.
Okay, so you calibrated her. Like I felt that she was kinesthetic most of the time. So like kinesthetics, like breathing was one part. What you could have calibrated.
Yeah.
So what other calibrations did you do? I would
See,
like to know.
usually what I asked her was my best way of calibration was my verbal way of asking her if you're in that state, give me a nod, like that. That was my way of calibrating. And also letting her to internalize the picture and then while I was saying that, letting it play it out inside her mind. And I could see the subtle changes, her eyes are not, it was not blinking but you could see it going on like that. And then I could see that there was positivity from her, I could see it. And then in order to elicit the confidence, I had to let her go there so that she was not somewhere around 4 or 5. So I wanted to bring up to the level of 8 and up. So in order to bring that up, I had to let her go into the position of volume. So then I immediately did because I realized that if you don't change your physiology, your mind may still get stuck there. So I had to let her shift her physiology, and that's when she probably went up a little higher. Right. So I had to calibrate again in order before I fire, I had to calibrate. Just let me know when it's an 8 or above. Then only I anchored it. And then left it again. And when I wanted her to picturize the superior, that's when I had to fire it again. And that's when I put it for a long down. Alright? So that it plays out fully the way she wants it.
Okay, from here we could not locate that blinking of eyes.
No, you won't be able to see because it is from here, it was very minute.
It was
Very minute. Very minute. It was like very minute. Okay guys, partner up.
Oh,
Partner up.
good, good.
There.
Yes,
Do one thing, again 3, because I need one third person to be able to, this time, you just be the meta observer, alright? She doesn't have to go through the pattern again, okay? Just observe. You can coach if you want, or you can just observe. One of the two, alright? You don't have to go through the experience for the same purpose.
Not coming here.